What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. Finally, it's been a minute, but I got the inside big that I made. I didn't make them yet, but I was playing around with. So it seems like this is what's dominating a lot of twos and some threes games. These are mainly the lineups that I'm seeing is small guard, mainly twos, small guard and a big, and threes you sometimes see a big or it's double locked, so either or, but it's probably going to dominate twos and threes mainly. You can bring them in fives, but there's some changes that you should make, and I guess you could use them in ones too if you're playing ones with a big. I don't know if you're like that, but first thing is, since he's inside, he's not really going to have no three-point shooting. Well, he's not at all. So first thing is post control, because that's pretty much the most OP thing this year. You're going to get a lot of animations. You don't need to go fully maxed out 99 this year. You can leave it perfectly fine here at an 87, so that's where we're going to put that at. Then we're going to go standing dunk. We're just going to put this at an 8. That's way too much. We're going to leave that at an 80. You don't need this super high either, because you're going to already have the animation from the post control, so there's no need to put this all the way up, because you're just going to be wasting attributes at that point. I accidentally brought this up too much. So drive and dunk, we're going to leave at a 73. That's going to give us posterizer on bronze. That's going to help with just contested dunks. You don't have to always get animations for posterizer to trigger, so that's what that's going to help out with. And then close shot, we're just going to leave at an 84. And down to pass act. Now, if you are running fives, I really don't believe that you need. Sometimes it's good to have break starter as high as you can get it, obviously, but truthfully, as long as you have it on, you'll be fine, and you don't have to force those passes up the court after you get a rebound. You can give it to a guard who then throws that outlet pass, so you don't always have to be the one throwing that pass up. So pass accuracy, you can leave it at a 71. That's going to give you I pressed the wrong one, dimer on silver. You can move this up if you really want that break starter if you're running fives, but also, like I said, this build's going to dominate twos and threes. So just dimer, just so the ball can get across the court if need be, or pass out the post. That's all you need is a 71. Ball handling, speed with ball, we're not going to worry about because we're a center. Interior, I'm going to leave this at an 88. That's going to give us some badges once we move our strength up. So post lockdown, paint patroller, you're going to need those badges. The animations, it's really animation heavy in the paint this year with drop steps and the post spins. They tried to nerf them a little bit, but they're still pretty OP. So I would put this at an 88. You're not going to get every stop. You literally can't, the way this game is made, but 88 is going to be enough, especially with the rest that we do with we upgrade our strength. So block, same thing. Blocks this year, I don't really see too many like OP block animations. So we're gonna put this at an 84, and that's gonna give us that paint patroller on silver, and that should be fine there. Now I also put my steal up on here. So I said this build really dominates twos and threes, so you can bring your steal down if you want to, but if you are running fives, personally I prefer to have my steal up so I can also get steals in that in the fast break or in certain lanes, like the ball comes right to you. If you have no steal, the animation is going to be some nonsense. You're just going to let the ball go right over you. So I put interceptor on silver. It also gives you glove on bronze. I didn't even realize that, but that's pretty good too. You're probably not going to use that, but you really just want that interceptor on silver. Now here is where it gets a little iffy, where you can really play around with it a lot. So I put offensive rebound to a 92. So I put my defense to only an 85. I always do higher offensive because I explained in other videos too, you're always going to be in better position to get defensive boards. So you just want to be getting those cheesier animations with the higher offense rather than the higher defensive. So positioning matters, sort of, kind of, but the animations is what you want, and offensive rebound is pretty self-explanatory. The more opportunities you get to score, the better your team is going to be. So offensive is always higher. And then we also got our cat breakers. I'm gonna finish the build first, and then I'm gonna go into where I would put my cat breakers at based off of what game mode and what play style I play. So speed, I don't like having a slow center. That's also why I made him 6'10". So I put that at a 70. You can max that out if you want, but it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to sacrifice some certain attributes. Leave the agility because you don't really need it too much as a center. It probably is good to have so you can actually play. If you get switched on the guard, you can actually defend, but Strength, we move that up to a 91. That's going to give us all these badges on gold: post lockdown, post powerhouse, brick wall, and box out beast. That's going to give that gold. And then we're going to put this vert at an 80. That's going to help us with our board and block animations. So it basically just helps you jump higher. So if they say the sweet spot's 80 to 85, you can go higher, but you really don't need to. 80 to 85 should be perfectly fine. So we're gonna go on the back end of that. And then I also put my mid-range up because personally I don't like not being able to shoot, only scoring in the paint, because that makes you kind of not useless on offense. But the more you can do offensively, the better you're gonna be off for your team, especially if you're running fives. And if you're playing against another good big, they're also going to realize that you just can't shoot. You're only scoring in the paint. So they're just going to play the paint, and they're not going to get out. They're just going to get out the paint just for the 3 seconds. So they don't get the 3-second bio. Then they're going to go right back in. So you're just going to clog the spacing. So I always want to be able to space the floor somewhat. I don't know why I always mess these builds up somehow. So this also went up before when I messed up in the beginning. And then that was at an 81. And then I just maxed my free throw out to a 63. So this is the inside big that I had made. And now I'm starter 5 right now. And season 2, you also get that cap breaker at the end. So that's 6 cap breaker, 6 attribute points that I'm immediately going to be able to add on to this build. So what I personally am going to do is I'm going to put my strength, I'm going to max that out at a 95. That's going to give me brick wall off. And what else? And box out beast half. But so I got, that's 4 attribute points, and then I'm gonna put the next 2 on offensive rebound. So now that's gonna give me the 94. So that's where the box out beast comes into. So I'm gonna have box out beast, and I'm gonna have brick wall hall of fame. So that's if you want to go that route. You can also just put it all into block. You're not gonna get paint patroller. You're not gonna get pogo. You can put 4 into block, or all into block, I guess, and that's going to give you high flying denier on gold. So you can put some there. If you really want that break starter on silver, you can put 4 onto there, and that's going to give you break starter silver. There's really no sense in putting it here. Post control, can't get that any higher. 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 There's really no point in putting it on post control. Standing dunk, if you want better animations, I guess. You can also put 1 up on rise up, which you could probably do with that +1 at the end of the season. Put that there. That's gonna get you that on silver. And aerial wizard, can you get it? If you put all 4 on there, you can, because you need this 70 or 84 dunk, standing dunk. You can't get nothing here. 80 driving here, can't get nothing there. Layup, I wouldn't even think about it. And then close shot, wouldn't put it there. So your best options is gonna be standing dunk, rebound, and strength. If you want to put it on vert, you can too. That's going to help you with offensive rebounds. It's going to help you with a lot of things, and blocks, I mean. So you got options where you want to put your first 6 cap breakers. And I don't know, I'm ranked like 4,000 something, and I'm starter 5. So there's not a lot of people getting close to those next 5 cap breakers. And I don't know if they're going to put 1 cap breaker at the end of each season from now on. So you also want to keep that in mind, that they may do that, they may not. If you plan on hitting that vet 2, I believe the next cap breakers are, then that's another +5 that you can put on the build. So I'm banking it off the +6 that I'm gonna get right now. So that's where I would put it: strength and offensive rebound to help with rebounds. So if you really want to make this build better for 5s, I have another center I already made, so you can look at that one. That's the one I use for my 5s. So that's a really solid center, especially for 5s, because you can actually shoot the 3. So you can space the floor, score in the paint, block shots. Same with this build, just can't shoot the 3. It's really just for the cheese and animations. If you got to go this route, go that route. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. That's the whole inside center. If you guys got any build recommendations that you want to see me make, just based off of my play style, or some build tips, just drop them in the comments. I'll get those out. I'm still working on some new dribble tutorials. I learned a few new things, but I'm trying to finish stringing some things together. So I got those, working on those. If you guys need jump shots, I can post those too. So whatever y'all need, I got, and I can post. So if y'all like the video, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. And thanks for watching.